Joining me, former senior special agent with the Drug Enforcement Administration and the founder and CEO of the Global Security Group, David Katz is with us. David was an instructor at the DEA FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia, where he taught firearms and tactics to thousands of federal agents, state and local police officers, SWAT teams, and specialized military units. He's a corporate security expert, particularly well known for his active shooter prevention and response programs. He is also the author of The Executive's Guide to Personal Security. David, great to see you tonight. We're trying to get Joe all hooked up here, but we had some technical difficulties. So let's begin with this first. Exactly. I don't know what happened. Let's begin with from the NYPD. You've got an armed man in the subway station, ends up getting shot by police. Let's take a look.
New York City 911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Probably police. There seems to be like a guy pacing up and down in the subway. It seems like he has a gun and what seems to be a pink knife in his hand.
Okay, what's the address?
The address is 1090 East Parkway.
You all right, buddy?
You okay?
We just want to talk to you, pal.
It's okay. We can just talk to you.
Do me a favor, put the knife down.
Just right here.
Just put the knife down.
Stay calm, man.
There is a local 4.
Take your right hand out of your pocket.
All right.
13 minutes.
Take your right hand out.
Take your hand out of your pocket.
Take your right hand out of your pocket. Dude.
Taser.
Put the knife down.
Taser.
Put the knife down.
What's that right hand? Oh, he got nothing on his right hand. No, he got something on his right hand. On the pocket.
Be careful with the body. Retreat. Retreat. Let's come down. Retreat. Put down.
Just come down there.
Yeah.
Crossfire.
Yes.
DDP up here with a knife.
Coming out. Coming out.
Coming out.
Coming out.
Watch his right hand.
Watch that right hand. Watch the crossfire, guys.
He's come. He's on the platform. You okay, pal? You need help? We're here to help you, dude. Put the knife down.
Watch your crossfire.
If you put it down, we can talk and we can get you
Watch the
help.
crossfire. Come this way. No, come this way.
Put the knife down. We can talk. We can help you. Nobody wants to get hurt here.
He's on this side? He got something in his pocket. Yeah, watch his right hand.
Watch that right hand.
He got something in his pocket.
He has something in his right hand pocket.
Dude, just put the knife down.
He's going back.
Nobody on that side?
No, he went this way.
No, anybody on that side? Yeah.
Don't go in there.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there. He's coming out on that side. Watch on that side.
Watch out.
Drop the knife, dude. Drop the knife. Take your right hand out of your pocket, dude. Take your right hand out of your pocket. Oh, put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Watch out behind you, Lang. Shoot.
So what are the challenges with tracking someone in the subway system, in a station, getting them in and out and all of that? A lot of issues here. Oh, look, David, as promised, also with us, former police officer Joe Ested. Joe is also a former sheriff's deputy, police investigator, served in Afghanistan as a police advisor, author of the book Police Brutality Matters, and the host of the Police Brutality Matters show on YouTube. Glad you could make it, Joe. Glad we got everything hooked up. David, I'll start with you, though, since you were here first. The challenges in tracking someone in an environment like this in a subway station.
Yeah, actually, I know that subway station really well. It's Utica and Eastern Parkway in Crown Heights. So you can go underground from one entrance to another. So that's part of the difficulty right there. But and of course you have the issue. I know they either shut the trains down, stop trains, or I'm sure they didn't let trains go in past that station in case there was a shooting. So that's why there was no other people there. They did a great job. But I want to just say, the attorney for the family in this case. I hope this serves as evidence that the NYPD was as restrained, as compassionate as possible. Now, they didn't have all the tools that I think they should have that could have allowed this to be resolved in a better way. But the length of time they took to try to maintain contact, to build rapport. A couple tactical things. You had a couple officers saying, watch the crossfire. And I don't know if you caught at the end, the officer who ended up shooting was telling the others, shoot, shoot, shoot. That was the guy who was backing up, straight back from a guy charging with a knife, which you're taught never, ever to do. That officer didn't fire. The officer who was articulating, shoot, did. It's a horrible tragedy because at the end of the day, this person was a mental aided case. He needed help. And I will guarantee you when we get to the bottom of this, the city of New York failed to help this individual.
Joe Ested, your thoughts about some of the challenges in this case?
Yeah, when we start talking about New York City, you talk about a huge population. So we have to take into account that any time that you could be dealing with a bunch of bystanders, because the population, I was born in Brooklyn, and the 7-1, my sisters lived in that district. It's very busy, it's very high. I'm just thankful that it was 4 o'clock in the morning instead of 8 o'clock. It would have been a huge difference on how they responded, because they would have had to hurry up and actually use deadly force to preserve life. Because there was nobody there, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and the tactics was amazing. When we start talking about using deadly force, one of the main key elements in deadly force is to try to find other options. How do you try to find other options? Is to continually increase your distance. And continually, these guys did an amazing job doing that. The only thing that I might have done a little different, when it got to the top of the stairs, because you had a lot of time to formulate a plan, I would have never let him leave the subway station, because upstairs, you're talking a lot of people. So if you had to use deadly force, I would have used it probably on the stairs to keep the rounds from just going in any other directions. But amazing job on the NYPD. They got this one right, and hats off to those guys, because this is a very high stress situation.
Absolutely. We've got more crime time straight ahead. We're going to take you to the other side of the country, out to San Diego. Officers confronting a man with a knife.
Newsy Tonight is changing the conversation.
Incredible footage coming in live right now.
Welcome back to our Crime Time segment. Still with us, Joe Ested and David Katz. Our next video comes to us from the San Diego County Sheriff's Office. Deputies end up shooting a suspect with a knife.
Hot stop in progress. Get on the ground! Let me see your hands! Do not reach for it! 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 Put your hands out! Put your hands out! Put your hands out! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
I can't see what it is. He's got a small black object in his hand.
Saw a black object. Put your arms out! Put your arms out! It's a knife.
50 call 2, multiple shots fired. Subject's down. He does have a knife, it appears now. We're able to locate. He's still not complying with commands.
Crawl away from us. Crawl away from the knife. Crawl away from the knife.
Jason, I'll come with you, man.
Give me a lethal. Lethal.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Hey, let's go. Hold that car. Hold that car. Clear the car.
I don't have. Maybe. Do not move. Do you understand? You're not in charge here, big dog. Do not move.
I can't breathe. Let's roll him to the side. Yep. Thank you. Hey, let's.
Who has a gun?
Let's roll him onto his side.
Oh, with my arm.
That's what I got. It's hurting. Yeah, left pocket. Oh, please help me.
Where's the gun?
I don't have one. I swear to God, I'm a mom. My dad never said, please, I don't got nothing. Just keep breathing, all right? What's your name, dude?
Eric.
Eric?
He's got a wallet. You got a wallet, Eric? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, let's start taping this off. You got it. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Please take the handcuffs off. I've heard someone.
Your handcuffs are not coming off, big dog.
Okay, ya la verga. Just keep
stay
breathing.
with us.
Oh, you
Stay with us.
Just check over here on the ground. Just stay
You're
with
good,
us.
dude.
Just keep talking, all right?
Ambulance is coming. The fire did. No. Did he fire?
Just stay with us.
Stay on, bud.
You can't see I only had a gun. I didn't have no gun. I had a knife.
All right, how tense are these high-risk stops? Joe Ested.
These stops are very intense, but the problem is that we have a deadly force situation, and the elements of deadly force wasn't even met. I have a problem with this, with the way these officers responded here. These guys probably need to go to NYPD and let this lieutenant that we just seen train them. Deadly force. We always talk about it. Someone's life or the life of the officer has to be in imminent danger. Look at the distance away. Who's in danger? The officers never even identified the weapon. They said it's something in his hands. And then when the first shot was taken, the guy was actually turned around and was kind of kneeling down. And then don't you notice that one of the officers asked, where was his gun? Another officer came, where was his gun? Then another officer asked, how many times did he shoot? This was a mess. Tactics was horrible, and these guys definitely need to be trained. They was further enough away to wait to see what kind of threat that they had. They didn't utilize the distance and the time that they should have.
Let me get Joe, before we run out of time, we're going to be up against a break here. But David Katz, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd like to know what was the moment, what triggered the use of deadly force. There's something that it doesn't have to be a gun. So, but there has to be an apprehension on part of the officer that deadly force might be employed. So it may well have been he gets out, he has something in his hand, drop it, and he's acting. I would suspect there's alcohol or something impairing his judgment, but he's not listening. And if he turned, then the elements might well be met.
All right, a little short on time tonight, but we appreciate it. David Katz and Joe Ested. We'll see you again really, really soon. Folks, don't go away. When we come back, I'm going to need your help. I'm Vinny Politan. Welcome to Closing Arguments. There will be names you know and others you will soon know. All year long, we've been on top of this story. This is the most